Camera number 134 of 365 is this Olympus AZ200 Superzoom. Point and shoot, all functions are automatic, although we do have various flash functions that we can control. So as expected, it requires batteries which are housed in this little side chamber. Two 1, 2, 3 batteries. We have to make sure this left hand one goes in first, otherwise the right hand one won't go in. There we go. And then to turn the camera on and off, that's on, that's off. So when we turn it on, the camera defaults to its 38mm mode. It does go up to 80mm, and the way we reach 80 is by this rocker button. We can go to 55 and 80, but we can go in increments between those figures, so we're not limited. So that's a nice feature. And then our actuation button. Looking at the top plate here, we have our liquid crystal display. Through the viewfinder, there are just along the bottom, there are just 3 indications of autofocus having been acquired, and then there's 2 flash lights that light up depending on the scene. Under normal circumstances, the flash will fire, and it's an intelligent flash in that it will know or will detect whether a subject is backlit or whether it's night time and it needs to engage a little bit of fill-in flash. So in auto mode, that's very useful. On Auto S mode, that's basically red eye reduction, essentially. So to activate that, we just press the blue flash button once, and then we can turn the flash off. We can manually activate fill-in flash, which is built into auto. So auto really makes use of all the functions, all the different fill-in flash or flashes. And then there's this last one, multi-flash, which intrigues me. And I'll read it straight from the manual, if I can quickly find it. Basically, it says that the shutter speed is set to 1/6 of a second, and it will flash 4 times. So the idea is that we can capture something in motion, and using flash it will keep that. So it's got an illustration in the manual of a golf club swinging, and it's stopped by the flash, the blips of flash. So it's only one exposure, but it flashes 4 times. I don't know whether we can we demonstrate this on camera? There you go. Shall I do that again? There you go. So interesting little function I've not seen on any other camera so far or to date. The other button on the back here is subject matter, and so we can activate spot metering, we can activate portraiture, and we can activate continuous mode. Actually, I'm just going to check. Once again, I'm going to have to correct myself looking at the manual. If I go back to the first, there we go. The little indication of the person, according to the manual, is actually auto zoom photography. So the idea is that the camera will try and keep a head and shoulders of a subject, even though it may be moving. So again, that's kind of focus tracking, I suppose you could call it. And then beyond that, we've got continuous release, and then self-timer, and then we're back to spot metering. Okay, interesting design of viewfinder. And then to put the film in the camera, we just simply lift the latch, and there we go. We can see the film is automatically wound on. DX coding, although if the film shouldn't have DX on its cartridge, it will resort to 100 ISO. Sorry, that's a bit noisy, that. Okay. There is one other hidden feature of this camera, and it's in the base. It's this little quadrant here. It's a little, if we turn the device, or turn the button, we have a built-in self-timer. Now how good is that? And it's a 1 second and 3 second. Now immediately it is taken out of the camera senses it and automatically sets the camera on self-timer mode. So there we go, look at that. Oh, how cool is that? So nice little built-in, no separate thing you have to buy, it's all built into the camera. We put it back in and lock it, and then the camera detects that. So a lot of technology built into this. It's quite a bulky camera, I suppose. I don't know that you could fit it into a pocket. You might be able to if you've got big pockets, I suppose. So anyway, that's camera number 134 of 365, the Olympus AZ200 Super Zoom.